my dreams, and all I need is my
Sef
freedom.
Nation, the entertainment feed community. Wagwan, where they up on the Sunday a good time Sundays. And on the Sunday a Nation, me say me da go take today and just call it a day off for me. I know that for me this one away because on a for me, but you want to say take today as a day off for the entertainment feed, but obviously not that I say. But when I waste some more time, Nation, make we jump in at the stories. Make we get to the stories them right away.
Sacrifice.
The song I wanna hear, that is the new song from dancehall artist Skillibeng. The song is titled Sacrifice.
The plastic smile, I want with lies. Not many see the kind of price you be a child if I be like. Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice.
Now seeing that song, I don't know if likewise me, a lot of people thought that Skillibeng was singing about the cult pastor and this cult society or whatever you want to call it. Because you know, it said that they were doing human sacrifices in that cult or that church. But about the song though, Skillibeng Sacrifice, I thought it was about the cult, but obviously it is not. Still the song of a vibe, so I could check out some more of it just before we move on.
I don't know if I'm alright, but I don't need a plastic smile or one with lies. Not many see the kind of price you be a child if I be like. Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice.
As we mentioned, Skillibeng, we see this on Dancehall Mag. Eastside Skillibeng partners with RCA Records. Dancehall artist Skillibeng, who is signed to Eastside Records, has joined the RCA Records roster in a new deal. Amid a resurgence of interest in the Jamaican music among major labels in recent years, the Crocodile Teeth DJ music will now be licensed under RCA Records, an American label under the Sony Music Entertainment Group, according to Romain Stan McFarlane, the Chief Executive Officer of Eastside Records. The deal is a major one for dancehall music, as it's a production and distribution deal for Skillibeng, and this can push him on the international stage, allowing him to tap into the music distribution markets.
I don't know if I'm alright, but I don't need a plastic smile or one with lies. Not many see the kind of price you be a child if I be like. Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice.
The other day, rumors started to circulate that producer SHABDON of SHABDON Records was taken into police custody and was charged for illegal possession of a firearm. But Nation, I think it's now safe to say that it's no longer alleged, as we get this from Nationwide. Popular music producer taken into custody. Nationwide understands that popular music producer SHABDON is in police custody. The JCF's Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, says SHABDON is being held on reasonable suspicion of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. SHABDON, who was recently arrested by the Police Specialized Operations Unit, is in police custody at the Halfway Tree Police Lockup. SHABDON's given name, Linval Thompson Jr., is otherwise known as Shabadon or Shaba. The music producer is one half of the production duo known as SHABDON Records. He has worked with a host of high-profile artists, including Squash and Vybz Kartel. SHABDON is well known in the music industry. He is viewed as a controversial figure in several inner-city communities in Montego Bay, St. James. So here we go on this Nation. Although a lot of people would have said, yeah man, we watch Politics Watch this morning, so we know what go on, as Politics Watch did a report just this morning on SHABDON, although that is not the first report, obviously not. But Nation, I want to tell me what I think about that. We're moving on. I should mention this though, a lot of people in the comment section I blame the likes of Sir P, saying that a Sir P cause SHABDON to get lock up Sir P's working fast, and blame is the wrong word to use because those people look like they mostly a support Sir P. Yes, to the comments, it's like they're saying that Sir P should get an award. But on the flip side of things, Sir P has said him no put SHABDON nowhere, him no cause nothing on SHABDON. A SHABDON caused this on himself. Do you agree with Sir P Deso saying that a SHABDON caused that on himself, or do you agree with Sir P followers stating that yeah man, Sir P are doing work, seem to cause the arrest of a dancehall producer SHABDON? As me there pre, my team understand why both Sir P fans and even SHABDON fans feel as if Sir P played a role in SHABDON getting arrested, because right after Sir P spoke about SHABDON for the very first time, little after that, news started to circulate that SHABDON got arrested. The news has circulated for more than a week, but still, no media outlet spoke about it. Sir P did not spoke about it. As something that a lot of people that look on it as if it's just rumor. But only for say Politics Watch spoke about SHABDON getting arrested this morning, then all of a sudden, 1 and 2 media outlets about SHABDON getting arrested. So I understand why a lot of people, both SHABDON supporters and Sir P supporters, feel as if Sir P played a major role in SHABDON getting arrested. Nation, I say I try my best to avoid the whole pastor and cult story, but it is what everyone is talking about. Even the people when I talk about it, them are listen and read about it. It just seems to capture everyone's interest. When I too like reports about one topic too long, honestly nation, I'm just being totally honest. But at the same time, if I that the people in 1 year, we might as well have to share the story of them. So here we go.
But all I have are my dreams, and all I need is my freedom.
For 8 years, congregants of Pathway International Kingdom Restoration Ministries here were hoodwinked into handing over the first paycheck that they receive each year. And you see what it says on the lower part of that. Pastor would demand the first paycheck, member claims. Let's go into this lengthy article. One woman never planned to reach you, but at the end of the day, seem like that is what me have to do. So, Montego Bay St. James, for 8 years, congregants of Pathway International Kingdom Restoration Ministries here were hoodwinked into handing over the first paycheck that they received each year. Although just read about that, still make a continue. Speaking to the Jamaica Observer, one congregant who said he complied with this demand for years shared that if the money was not paid over by the end of January, congregants would be shamed by the leader of the flock, Kevin Smith, who called the offering first fruits. So in January, you bring in every single dollar you make. Everybody should do that, and if not, he gets angry and curses you and tells you, say, you brought down debt on your family and your house. These are the tactics that he used, and we believed him because these things, we have seen them happen repeatedly, stated the man. The congregants noted that though this money was to be paid over to the leader in January, there would also be a watch night service at the end of each year, dubbed Don't Carry It Over. He called it Don't Carry It Over service, in which he tells us the amount we should give. So let's say 2019, he said bring in 219, 313, all the way up to 2019 US dollars, he told the Jamaica Observer. So let me get this straight. So if at 2019, by the end of 2019, the people are supposed to carry in the same amount there for the year. Maybe me I get it wrong, but if me I get it wrong, please correct me in the comment section. Make we continue though. These monies, the man said, were seen as payments for blessings by their prophet, as they all witnessed first-hand miracles he had performed. We have seen where people come, them deaf, dumb and blind, and they see, hear and talk before they leave, and the people just want the same. I don't know, maybe him used to plan it up behind our backs with the people him, but we believe him for so long, he stated. The start of the novel coronavirus pandemic in Jamaica also brought along more requests for monies from the leader, as congregants were encouraged to attain loans from local financial institutions, the man told the Sunday Observer. He told us to get loans last year. A few of us, he said that we are his sons and that we are ministers in training. So when we have different branches, we would have to be leaders of the churches. But none of us got any loan, and he was hungry, and he said that we are disobedient. I didn't get a loan because at the time I wasn't employed by a company, I was self-employed, stated the man. Then came in the request for them to leave their jobs. He told us to stop everything that we were doing, and everybody stopped. People left their work. A lot of people also lost their jobs because hotels were closed, so people started to suffer after a while, he told the Sunday Observer. After struggling with unemployment for some months, the young man shared he was able to score an online job with an international company to sustain the needs of his family. I got a job and started to work from home. The first 2 weeks' pay was about 30,000 GMD, and when I got paid, I called the pastor and said to him, "My father, this is the first pay I got, and I know you always speak about the first fruit. So would this be my first fruit?" He said to me, "Take care of your bills and later you can think about first fruit," stated the man. When he finally settled into the job and started to make some big money, he called the leader again, as he believed it was now fit to pay his first fruit. I can remember when I made about 300,000 for 2 weeks, and I reached out to him because it was my first time making so much money. I was saying, maybe it's a blessing from this man of God, because he said when he blesses you, you should remember where the blessing came from. And he would use a statement that goes, if you receive a cup of water in the name of a prophet, you will receive a prophet reward, because he said that he is the prophet of God, the congregant stated. Nation, I swear to the amount of reading my day are do. I want to hand it over to you and tell you to say if you don't want to read more on it, just check the link in the description. But me go bust on it tonight and me go cut through the full article. Let me continue. He continued, so I brought 20,000 in offering. He wasn't pleased about it. He called up a few of us as maids in the church and said that we should know that you don't give a prophet what you feel like giving him, because if you give him something that he isn't pleased with, then you won't receive a blessing. You should give him something that speaks to his spirit so that he can bless you more. Then the man revealed came the request for him to offer 100,000 each time he got paid. Wow. You hear that, nation? The next time I got paid about 400,000, I reached out to him by message and said, I don't want to dishonor you, and I think he told me to call him. He said to me that for a man of his standard, the money that I am making is little bit, but the least he would take is 100,000 to show that I honor him. The man told the Sunday Observer. He said days will come when he will be able to give me up to $2 million. He would say that he does not need our money because he's already rich. He's a millionaire in foreign currencies, and we were like, that means that him not really want our money. Him just want blessed with them, he added. Months later, the man said he made a conscious decision to stop complying with the leader's request. This, he said, was met with a resistance, and before he knew it, he was back in the old routine. He told me that because I am not following through, it means the devil will stand. Chop. Make we just repeat that part there with a straight face. He told me because that I am not following through, it means the devil will stand over me and take what he should get. So I believe him and I say, boy, make me just obey what him say and carry the 100,000 give him again. He stated. Alright nation, I think this is the last slide. He would also use tactics like he's trying to scare us. Like he must say, this is going to happen to you, and I see where people are coming to kill you. If you want to cancel this, your seed will speak for you, the man added, while admitting that the tactics forced him to comply. Last Sunday, what congregants believe was a 3-day convention turned into a nightmare after 2 members of the religious organizations were killed during a ritual. 3 others were injured. Another member was killed by the police after he allegedly attacked the security forces with a knife when they breached the building. Una realize that them people are just some blasted set of idiot. But not thought the pastor himself, he's a damn good manipulator. He is well skilled. But the people on the other hand, the congregants them, my God, man. Stupidity at its highest level. My name not say fear. This is not about fear. That is stupidity at its highest level. With that said, you see what time o'clock, you see what time I'm quit hurry and get the career. And as usual, my people, before I go, something just come to mind. I see why the people are so caught up in this story about the pastor, the cult pastor and so on. Every minute is something new. It just come like a series, and the episodes them, every time you hear something new, it's like a new episode come out. You should take care of yourself and good night.